I walk, and after in the last moment I arrive. Please, I don't want that you look at me because I'm beautiful, but it's important that you look at me. After you look. When I speak, please look at me because it's more important to understand.
From the very beginning of World Volleyball Coaches Show 2019 was totally clear that a great event was ahead of us. But how did everything start? My trip to Ostrava got underway from Sofia airport with a flight to Bratislava, Slovakia. Then I took a night bus to Ostrava and arrived there in the early morning of the given day. After a decent walk along the streets of the Czech city, I reached the venue where the event should have been held.
So gentlemen, once again, welcome into the Republic. Thank you for the visit and I hope that you are enjoying your stay here in the Czech Republic.
The first speaker was Massimo Barbolini, 5 times champion of Italy as a coach, 8 times holder of the Italian Cup, 4 times winner in the Champions League, 2 times European champion with the Italian national team women. During the show, Mr. Barbolini explained his views on transition and blocking and presented a handful of exercises which will improve the player's ability in those 2 elements.
Okay, there are many theories, but I think the more important for what I like to teach to young players is if the ball moves close to the net, is the right one, okay, in front. If the ball moves far from the net, is the left one, okay? So please, make more repetition about this. Because with the young players, it's really important from the beginning that they know the different situations. If I have, for example, in position 6, that I have to defend one ball, maybe touched by the block, or long ball, I must stay in another position. But about the arms, I think that you have to think that the ball arrives immediately. If the ball is easier, after you have time to do like this. So for me, in my opinion, what I try to teach is this position of the arms. Because you have time immediately, if the ball is really strong, you are immediately in this position and the ball goes high. Because this is really important. We need that they touch the ball. It's not, you don't work block for the individual technique if you make one exercise in which they jump and the spikers doesn't want that they touch the ball. If they have to work block, they have to touch the ball in the beginning of the exercise. This is really important. So for this reason, it's important that if the level of the players is not so high in the beginning, must be the coach to attack against the hands of the player. Because if they jump, and one ball goes in one side, one ball goes on the net, one ball goes out, they are not working block. They are working to jump. It's a different thing. Okay, so this concept is really important. If I work for the block, the players must touch the ball more time than is possible. Second, things really important for me, for the return for the young teams, is the net. Okay? You can put the net lower. You must, I think, put the net lower.
Mr. Barbolini was also very kind to speak in front of the camera, a volleyball explained. In terms of style of playing, do you think that men's and women's volleyball are getting closer one to each other in terms of power, etc.?
Okay, regarding the power, for sure, the difference is big, but now in women volleyball too, the power is increasing for sure. But I think that sometimes in women volleyballs we try to copy what happened in men's volleyball, and I don't think that every time is so correct. There are different situations. But I think that at the end is the same sport, so we have to work in the same way, considering the different possibility from the physical point of view, from the technical point of view. of men and women, but I don't see a big difference. Okay, for the power, for sure. About the power, we know. But if we look 10 years ago, 10 years later, for sure, the women too is changing.
Why do you think that women's volleyball is more popular in Italy than in other countries? At least in my opinion.
Yes, for sure, but I think that at the end, the secret is the results. Because from 2007, when we start to win European Championship 2 times, World Cup 2 times, and now this national team is going second in World Championship, is normal. I think that it's really important. The result of national team and the result of the club are connected, and so also for the girls that start to play, it's really important. But in all the sport, in Italy was the same for ski, was the same for tennis. When you have some player or some national team that are leading in world or in Europe, it's normal that there are more players that start this game. And for women is what happened.
And last question, what do you think is the biggest difference between coaching men and respectively women?
I don't think there is one difference. I don't want to think that there is difference. I don't want to think. For me it's the same. When I work with professional players, men or women, and that's all.
The second speaker was Xavier Weber, 4 years head coach of the Argentinian national team men, 6 times champion of Argentina with Bolivar. Mr. Weber gave detailed explanations on side-out and defense and showed several useful exercises.
The boys is one very, very important. Very important. Is enjoy the volleyball. Enjoy the volleyball. I work in Argentina, but I work many, many years in Brazil. In Brazil, everyone say we need friends to the ball every day and every moment. This is your court. This is mine. Up. Okay? Now. Back. This. Not this. This. More down. Only this. Pass. That's this. This. 1-0 for you. Right. 1-1. Okay. Go. Let's go. Down. All right. Choo-choo. One more. 3-2. Win. Let's go. Play one-on-one. Let's go. Behind them. In the situation of my team. In the side out. For the center distribution. If you want to ask something, it's no problem. It's no problem. I divide for my center. I divide the net in 3 parts. Position 2, position 3, position 4. Perfect reception, last reception. When the ball arrives in position 2, is the rules. The middle blocker go near to the center. Near. No stop in the middle. The reception is this. No stop here. When is the reception go? It's not possible attack down. It's only possible attack low or attack in this direction. Not possible. For the middle blocker, attack down because help. This is position 2. What is for everyone? The free zone every time in defense, the opponent defense. The free zone every time. For the coach, this. What is the free zone? You remember what? So some opponent to the free zone. The defense. Free space. Free zone. 5 and 6. Sometimes yes, sometimes no. But sure, in position 1, this one, it's every time free. Because the center, the opposite, every time is this is first tempo, I'm here to the line. With the first tempo, every time position 1 is free song.
After finishing his part, he shared his views on the differences between European, South American and Asian volleyball styles of playing.
I think in Europe is more physical. The volleyball is more physical volleyball, more strong attacking service. In South America and in Brazil or Argentina, he play more technique, less physical and a little more technique, more in attack and more in he play the second ball, he play with the block many times. His priority defense, superiority control to the ball, too much like here in Europe, but it's not too much different like some place and other place. I think in Argentina is a little more technique, in Europe a little more physical.
And so what do you think about this switch in Asian volleyball, for example China, that they are playing more European way of...
I think it's a mix. I think it's in China, in ASEAN, the volleyball is not too much physical, a little more technique, but I think it's the mix because the foreigners, these tournaments have many foreigners, many foreigners when the volleyball changes much in this region. When, for me, the most important, the volleyball is only one. I think in Europe you have more power, more physical, and in the other countries you have more technique for compense later situation.
You said that Argentina is playing more technical. As I'm Bulgarian, do you think that this is the reason why we play very hard against you?
Yeah, we play more fast, we play less physical like in Bulgarian. I have many Bulgari players in my team, like Alexiev, like Penchev, it's not too much different because Bulgarian have many good players, many good players, good technique and strong players, very strong players. I think in Argentina he play another volleyball in the sense it's more defense, the ball is more time, like in another country, like Italy or like Bulgarian or like Russia. The ball is 20 seconds, 30 seconds. In Argentina, maybe in 1 minute, and have more rally. When this is only the difference.
The third speaker was Marian Jelinek, mentor coach and a former personal coach of Jaromir Jagr, one of the greatest ice hockey players of all time. Mr. Jelinek explained that from mental point of view, a player should forget about himself and start playing for every single player of the team. In this regard, a team that works together is worth more than the players as separate persons. Players should have a mutual target and every success, every victory enhance this process. After the event, I made a short interview with Mr. Irji Popelka, founder of volleycountry.com and organizer of the show. It was a great event. Are you happy with the results of your efforts?
Yes, we are happy that so many coaches came to the Czech Republic for the second time because we would like to do this event for the coaches, and I am happy that we had more than 200 coaches here seeing these top 3 coaches, and they show them what they know the best, and I hope that it will help to the coaches to develop their players.
And so what are your plans for next year?
Yeah, we have big plans. We want to even make it better, the event, the World Volleyball Coaches Show. I have already in my mind some coaches which we could invite for the next year. And next year, for sure, we will continue with it because we are satisfied with these results and that the people and that the coaches are coming to this event because this year we had coaches from 14 countries, and this is encouraging us into the future to make even better show.